We better see how he's inside tinkering with things and stuff.
He does so much with that drone, and I just go like, in a movie like this, I can't apply logic. But I know that drones don't have a battery life that allow you to do that.
It ain't got that kind of range either.
Future, Martin. It's the future.
Yeah.
That drone left town.
Yeah, it did.
It came
to the ocean and the beach.
Yeah, it went to the beach and shit. Like it left. It went on vacation and came back.
I mean, I didn't stay for after the credits, but I expected to see the drone sipping a Mai Tai in a lounge chair at some point.
Coming back with a suitcase and shit. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. Let's go ahead and talk about this silly-ass pandemic movie. I don't even need to front right now. I ain't trying to hide nothing. Y'all know this shit was stupid the moment you saw the trailer for it. I'm talking about Songbird. And when people saw Songbird, they like, oh shit, it's that Michael Bay directed pandemic movie. People gonna catch COVID and just explode. Yeah, car chases and shit. They gonna be chasing Corona down the street. Yeah, people. You know, this movie Songbird, people looked at it and they said, it's Michael Bay, so this is either going to be highly offensive or just plain stupid, or it could be a little bit of both. Like I said, man, hopefully he'll take something and make it both stupid and maybe a little bit offensive, but make it fun. And that's what people looking at with this. They say, you know what, out of all the people, wouldn't this be some irony for your ass right here? How about if out of all the people, it was Michael Bay who made the pandemic fun. Yeah. It was Michael Bay who made Corona action-packed and thrilling. Yeah. Thing is, Michael Bay didn't direct this. Nope. He's just a producer on this. So, you know what, and that has a plus. So people are like, well, you know what, man, that's even better. Now, maybe we'll get a pandemic movie. He might produce it, but maybe we'll get directors and script writers who don't make this something thought-provoking.
How are you able to do this with a straight face?
Oh my God, it's incredible, yeah.
Maybe they'll have something to say. Yeah, it's something, yeah. It's stupid.
Yep.
I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, no. They've taken the most devastating tragedy of our lifetime and turned it into an hour and 24 minutes of stupid.
I thought, you know what? Being that they're making this, they were conscious of making this with all the guidelines in place. They were conscious that we're in the middle of the pandemic. So the way they had to do this, they actually had to go in and do this under the measurements and the guidelines of social distancing, no crowds around. So, you know, I thought that, you know, since they're going in and respecting the guidelines and actually trying to make a movie within that time, maybe they are making a statement themselves. Look, if we, the people who are making a movie about a pandemic, can act right and wear masks and do everything that we should to keep each other safe, then maybe that'll be an inspiration for people out there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well.
That's nice.
Or did they just exploit the situation? Tell you what, let's go ahead.
You're so nice.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Songbird.
Good Lord.
They chop and screw this shit. Don't worry. I was on that purple leaf. That fool got drunk in the middle of it. Let me know more.
He got sick.
It's like that squirrel that ate the fermented pears.
This is my message to you.
I know you're in there.
Why the somebody went over the door, a fool looking like this. Can I talk to you real quick?
What do you mean? That's how Pierce Demare greets everybody.
Shit. Even Pennywise would be like, man, not open that door. Don't let that fool in here.
You're in there.
They're coming to let you go.
Every little thing gonna be alright.
People, to answer the question that I asked right before we cut this trailer on, they exploited the fuck out of this pandemic. Yep. They might as well have taken COVID-19, put heels and fishnets on it, and put that fucker selling ass in the street, pimped it out. And it probably wouldn't have been so bad had the ass been any good. But as it stands, tis just a stupid ass movie.
Oh, yeah.
What we have here. See, Michael Bay did not direct this, as I said, but I wish the fuck he had.
Me too. Me too.
He would have been over the top. He would have been offensive, and people would have been like, "Man, you shouldn't have done that." But I guarantee there would have been one part been like, "Man, that was wrong," but that shit was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? That would have been one cool part.
Yeah, that would have been. Some of it would have been thrilling. There would have been something that you would have, I don't know, I feel like cared about.
Yeah. Appreciate it at the very least.
Appreciate it. Yeah. You know, I even like, I like the way it kind of started out. I mean, still maybe too soon, but they gone full dystopian with this at the beginning. You know, virus is more fatal. Lockdowns are harsher. By the way, this is a sequel to the virus. It's COVID-23.
23.
Yeah, so they're not even hiding that. Yeah, we trying to cash in on this shit.
Yeah.
Your grandmama died? Fuck it. We're trying to get paid.
Because this movie is listed as science fiction. And I was like, you show me the goddamn science in this thing.
I like that it meant, look, okay, after a while it gets a little silly because at first it seemed like there's some good ideas. So everybody's on lockdown. World's dystopian. I mean, it really does feel like the apocalypse is on its way. But there are some people who are very enterprising individuals. You know, and they think like there's always a way to cash in on something. There's always opportunity, even the apocalypse.
The world's going down, but Amazon will keep going.
Craig Robinson has, Amazon is still out there.
He is Amazon.
He's like, you know what? I don't care about all these broke motherfuckers out here. They dying anyway. But these rich people still need their packages delivered. Right. Amazon is still there. They still need somebody to deliver it. So he has a service called Lester's Gets, and he works for pretty much. He's a service for all the rich people to come and get their packages because the rich people's they're the ones who can like afford to still buy stuff in bulk, and they can still have the attachments to the home where. The packages get passed through UV
sanitizer,
sanitizer and UV rays and whatnot. So, and he has people out there who he has working for him, couriers, who are immune. They call them, and I'll tell you what they call them in a little bit. But but they're immune in this, and so he's like, well, shit, you know, I got this service that people need the packages. I got the immune people who are out there who can deliver it because they're the only ones who are allowed in the street. You look at this, you say, damn, the government. Man, they harsh, boy. It's really not the government, more of a branch of the government. You start to learn like it's the Department of Sanitation. Yes, the trash people. They end up being the most powerful branch of government.
They're the Gestapo. That's exactly what they are. Yeah. Rounding up people and sanitizing them, as Peter Stormare would say.
Yeah, if you get sick, they collect your ass like garbage, and they carry you off to what they call the Q zone, where chances are you'll never be seen again.
Yeah, it's a concentration camp.
Yeah,
no, exactly what it is.
It's where they kept the Mexican kids before.
Yeah. Shit, it really is just, man, they just took them to the city dump. Like, it's the trash people. They just take them where we drop off all the trash.
Yeah.
Put them over there. I thought, you know what, that was kind of cool. You have people who are the immune and the non-immune. And the immune are looked at with scorn. Either it's envy or fear or both. And the people from the regular folks to the new government of the trash department really hates them too.
No loitering.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I holding up the line?
Keep it moving, you muni scum.
Man, this fool been watching too much Star Wars. Man.
I know, it's like a stormtrooper.
That's like a stormtrooper.
Move along.
Muni scum. Yeah, they hate them so much they gave them their own N-word.
Yeah, it's like the way the X-Men are treated.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
munis. It was like, yeah, they gave their own N-word over here, or M-word. I was like, damn, man. There's a lot of stuff to explore with this. That's the disparity between the rich and the poor, the immune and the non-immune. But instead, they want to concentrate on one of the most bland storylines that you could ever pull out. Love. But I got to save it because I love her.
Love in the time of cholera.
Yeah, wow, it really is that. It's a modern day version.
By the way, with two leads, we could give a shit less about them.
No. They're so boring.
They are so boring, man. I'm talking about.
I like that actor KJ Apa. He plays Archie.
Archie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But people, I have again nothing against the actors here. It's just that they don't give a fuck about these people, man. They're boring. There's nothing written about them that is remotely interesting. They ain't got no real deep background. The thing with him, he has abs and a motorcycle. Motherfucker, he stays in his apartment all day just posing like he's doing a calendar shoot or some shit. Oh yeah, I'm so hot, yeah. I'm fine as fuck. You get scenes where he's like, you fall, and they make sure that you get all the ladies, our man out there get that good meat right there, boy. Yeah. They just show him bored, just doing pull-ups and shit, hanging on his motorcycle. Meanwhile, she's even less boring than he is. Only thing about her is that she loves her grandmother and she does her makeup real nice.
That's right.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
No, that's exactly what happens.
She's an artist and she draws ever so often, but it's not really a thing.
I forgot about that. Hey, by the way, she ain't no good.
No, she's really not.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
She was trying to draw him, and they put it on a picture. That picture.
No. Yeah.
You want to know what spending time with them is like in the movie? Most of the time, it's like spending time with two teenagers who just started dating.
Yeah.
It's almost you just listening on the phone with them too, because they just, I miss you. I miss you too.
Okay, you hang up. No, you hang up.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yep.
So the Munies, people fear them because the virus apparently gets all in their hair and on their clothes. You go outside and you have to come in and burn your stuff. So he wants to rescue his girlfriend. Nico is his name, by the way. Nico wants to get his girlfriend, Sarah. Thing is, we don't ever know about Sarah being immune. When the movie opens up, she's not immune and her grandmother's sick. But Nico wants to go in and get both of them out of their quarantine and take them to wherever the fuck he's got in mind. Which brings the question, if she's not immune and you are, and people are scared about you giving it to them, aren't you going to give it to her?
Corey, why are you bringing logic into this?
I know, man. I know.
Love transcends all. No, because they show her throughout the movie. She's terrified of exposing herself.
Right,
wearing a hazmat suit and everything later on in the film. But I think the movie just forgets. I think they were in the middle of production and they were finished film. They go, wait a minute, she's not immune. Ignore it. Just keep going.
I could only think that they were thinking that, okay, her being out and exposed, as bad as that is still worse than having Peter Stormare and his stormtroopers take her away to the camps.
But then again, he wants to take her somewhere, so it's like you're killing her either way it goes. Better he just
makes no sense.
Yeah, because he wants to, and this is before they even know that they're coming out there.
Right.
Like he wants to get them out, I guess, before anything's happened, because grandma's sick, and it's like, well, if you take grandma, you just certainly gonna kill her.
I mean, it is
spread it.
It is one of these things where at the point where she's like, oh no, my grandma's sick. It's like, oh, sweetie, well,
that's it for you.
Yeah, that sucks. I guess we're never gonna have that kiss. Well, good luck to you, because the way the government, the way they can read, you have to take a measurement every morning of your temperature. It's like they're gonna find out tomorrow. There's no getting out of this.
Yeah, there's none. They later on in the movie they got a scam that they're trying to do. Actually, that
scam made no sense.
It made no sense. What I wanted, he wants to get her. He wants to get her how do you call it, a hand
immunity badge.
Immunity badge or band.
Immunity
wristband.
Yeah.
He wants to get her a wristband, like
so she can get into South by Southwest.
Like for going to like a festival. So these bands right here, they show that you are immune and got all your information on there. But every now and then they're gonna take your temperature.
Yeah,
that's right.
They did not think this shit through, if you ask me. So either you have to make the conclusion that either yes, Nico just wants the best for his girlfriend, even if it kills her. It's better that he kills her instead of the Gestapo. Or he's just selfish and don't give a fuck. Or he's just stupid. I would love to know how the trash department became the strongest branch of government and became the Gestapo like they did. Like they're trash Nazis. Seriously, they are. And I would love to know how they got there, but you never learn because you're too busy being focused on Peter Stormare and his giggling cartoon villain ass.
Honestly, he's the best part of the movie.
Yeah, he is.
He is. He's so much fun.
It's just boy, I tell you, if you're gonna watch this, you just got to deal. The dumbest part of the movie is the most entertaining part because he don't make no sense.
Nope.
No.
This man should not be in charge of trash, much less. Like he should not be in charge of a trash bag. much less the trash department.
We've been talking about how illogical this movie is, but at least Peter Stormare stops and explains how he got into the position he got into, and I really appreciate
and
that.
even that is crazy. But he is entertaining, though.
Yep.
He's hammering up. He's
oh my God, yeah.
he is straight up a cartoon. But I mean, shit. If you're gonna go for it, then
go for it.
Go for it.
Disobedience is like spreading like a tornado.
What?
Why you gotta say tornado ominous like that?
No, everything he says is ominous.
Yeah. He's just like a big Swedish Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
Right there.
Shit, you know the world is ending when they put his crazy ass in charge. I don't give a fuck if it's of trash or anything else. If he's in charge,
If he's
the
a
world is
dog
gone.
catcher.
It's done. I wouldn't put his ass in charge of scooping up dog shit. Much less going and collecting people and heading up a whole department. And he has a crazy ass backstory. Maybe I want to hear it. It's brief, and I'll tell y'all after we're done with the review. But it's silly as fuck, man.
It is silly.
And it's simple. It's simple. But like you said, at least he
explained it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, he's getting into this role. When I say he's a cartoon villain, he is sinking his teeth into it, man. He just kills people and immediately just laughs.
Here I go, just stabbing again.
Yeah, just stabbing people.
Very stabby.
Yeah, some dudes.
You just had a conversation with him, and while you're not looking, he whips out a knife and just starts cutting you. You're like, yo, man.
Pulls out that
I was
blade,
asking
man.
for directions. Yeah, sorry. I just like to cut holes in things sometimes.
Somebody say he really is like the joke. Ain't got nothing but pocket knives and lint.
Just maniacally laughing to himself. He's rubbing blood over his hands. Yeah. I even clean it off. Just...
Yeah, there was a dude. He just walked up to him and he's like, well, what are you doing here? Dude, like, I just got out of quarantine, man. The fuck you did? Oh, shit. And then walked away laughing.
Walked away.
Like he just got through eating something. Stupid ass.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, man. There's parts in here where he's just villainous, man. Just out, one of them villains that you can tell how villainous he is because he's just in a room singing opera by himself. Only villains do that shit.
That's true.
Only villains be
do.
sitting in the room. You
doing his
can
Joker
hear
dance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can hear his ass from a block away singing that crazy shit. But listen to this. Listen to this shit right here. Look at this. Watch this. Shit, that's when you turn around.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is too sketchy. I'm turning around.
Well, he seems safe.
Dude sitting up there looking at you like, in a bathroom full of graffiti. No, you turn your ass around. I would have liked to have known more about some of the people because I don't know how much of a better movie would have made, but I think there's more interesting things happening besides this love story. Demi Moore and what's the actor's
Bradley
name?
Whitford.
Bradley Whitford, the white dad from Get Out. They are a rich couple, and they got a racket going. And it seems like, all right, I want to know more about how the rich people, the haves, are kind of screwing over the have-nots and the poor.
Sure, they could have spent half the movie exploring that.
Yep. And plus, in the family, their daughter has a condition like asthma or something, which, that would have been cool because you got this couple who are kind of villainous in their own. But the thing that humanizes them is their daughter. Their daughter played by Jenna Ortega, I believe. And there are some moments where they humanize them. She's telling them, like, I got this condition. I think I'm just wearing you guys down because you guys could be doing anything you want to do. And that could have been a really interesting moving part of the movie had they explored that more.
You are not weak. Is it like this? You could go places. You wouldn't have to worry about me.
And she's like, yeah, that's kind of true.
You're right. You're making sense. You might want to stop.
Shit, let me see that pillow real quick. It's pandemic. Ain't nobody just have the trash come pick your ass up. Ain't nothing gonna happen. But they spend more time on, like, they really want to make cartoonish ass villains out of everything. Let me see here, because they spend more time on, like, trying to make dad villainous.
Boy, do they.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
I almost felt like Bradley Whitford was almost just like sleepwalking through the role.
Oh,
too.
totally was.
Yeah, he did not seem invested in it.
Yeah, Bradley Whitford, who is a
Great actor.
excellent actor.
Yeah.
They spend time just making him devolve. pretty quickly into just a villain.
slime ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was a former record producer who, when the pandemic came around, he made a deal with her. You know, he'd help her out in return for like whorish sexual favors, and he just kind of exploits and manipulates her. And you know, real quick, he just turns into like a psycho.
Yeah.
A little bit of a sociopath.
May, come on, don't do this.
I have tapes. I have tapes of you promising black market immunity passes.
You were recording me?
Yeah, it ain't that hard because you're stupid. You left the door wide open.
He does that multiple times during the film too. It's not just once.
God damn, yeah, she recorded your ass. You can't even keep your side piece a secret.
Yeah, I love that early on when it's like, hey, he knows about our black market pass deal. How did he know? How did he not know? You must have said something. I said nothing to nobody. You kind of said something to everybody.
It's so stupid ass telling secrets and she got the door wide open. And it's not enough that they have, you know, it's not enough even action to kind of distract from that. The action is pretty bad here, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible choreography.
They got the fight scenes. They cut way too much. It's confusing.
There's too much cutting throughout this entire
really
movie.
is.
So much. It's like better editing is not more editing.
Yeah. No, they doing one of those Liam Neeson hopping a fence type of cutting things in here, man. Where they just keep cutting back and forth, and it's just nothing but a just flurry of hands and darkness.
And that's just with KJ Opera riding a bicycle.
Yeah. They keep cutting back and overhead shots of him and this
GoPro shots. A lot of people like on phones film those phones. And things. Yeah, true.
That is true. I did like the story between the vet guy, Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah, I mean, because
Alex Daddario.
I always like him in things.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
I will part with you on that story. And whereas I was kind of like, well, maybe this could have worked if we were going to develop it, which they don't. But where it ends, I was like, oh, fuck you.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I liked it, but even that took a stupid turn.
Boy, oh boy.
When you find out, like, because Paul Walter Hauser plays an Army vet, and he's talking to the girl that's being manipulated by the record producer guy. Yeah. And they're both lonely, and they're kind of connecting with each other, and they're not, you know, he's not the kind of handsome type that she would normally, you know, fall for in a movie.
Photogenic, as he said.
Photogenic. So yeah, so I thought this would be interesting if they actually explored that more. Man, I don't know, get some Beauty and the Beast thing going on. I don't know until you find until they start talking about his patriotic pet drone Max that he sends out all the time.
His killer drone.
Killer drone. That's just like how the fuck did he do that? They were pushing him in the beginning with the drone just flying about because he sends it out since he can't walk and he just explores the world with it. Like, there's my eyes and ears. I'm like, okay, I can kind of get with that.
You're pro at lockdown. Hey, Max.
Oh, Max, like, oh, I met you before.
I've been outside your window.
Yeah, my man ain't telling you something yet. I met you very well. Yeah, but that drone story takes on a stupid, because, man, when it came up, they did something I was like, I know you ain't going to do this. And they did.
Honestly, and I feel stupid that I underestimated how stupid this was going to get because I thought it won't. It didn't even occur to me that it would do what it did. And when it did, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I thought this movie had reached its stupid apex, and nope.
If that drone's going to do the shit that they showed us, you better explain that. We better see how he's inside tinkering with things and stuff.
He does so much with that drone, and I just go like, in a movie like this, I can't apply logic, but I know that drones don't have a battery life that allow you to do that.
It ain't got that kind of range either.
Future, Martin, it's the future.
Yeah.
That drone left town.
Yeah, it did.
It came
to the ocean and the beach.
Yeah, it went to the beach and shit. It left. It went on vacation and came back.
I mean, I didn't stay for after the credits, but I expected to see the drone sipping a Mai Tai in a lounge chair at some point.
Coming back with a suitcase and shit. Bringing back souvenirs. Yeah, that drone got stupid, man. Look, mostly my problem with this, like I said, if they can make something that's fun, I could enjoy this on a dumb level. I said that. But mostly, man, this just seems irresponsible. The timing on this, it just doesn't seem right. I'm sorry, man. And this is where I might seem like I'm being too heavy on the film. And some people might enjoy it. I'm not judging people. I'm not looking down on people. I just heard a radio show, though, where there were nurses crying from fatigue and just frustration, saying, we're so tired of people's mistrust of us. We're so tired of people not listening to health officials. And health officials are the same way. We're doing our best to just get this thing. People want to go back to normal, but people don't want to act normal.
Yeah.
And everybody's, being so mistrusting right now because of the higher leadership that we have, because of all the people putting misinformation out there, people who should know better, authorities and news shows that should know better. And this ain't helping. This is coming out here at a moment where it feels like they're instilling more mistrust in people.
It feels like this is what all those people who say, don't trust your government, don't wear a mask, and they'll point to this like, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to evolve into this fascist police state. So you fight for your rights, and because I think that's what this movie's subtle message was. Even with that guy coming in to save him, and says, "No, we're fighting against the man."
Yep.
Even at the end, it's like, just forget about the virus. It doesn't even matter. Just live your life, and who cares about anyone else? It's like that's even I was enjoying myself, the Peter Stormare stuff and how ridiculous and over the top it was. I was laughing at all that stuff. Also the storyline of Alexander Daddario, which I'm like, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. And it's never gonna happen. I don't care about this cyber love story. I'm like, I don't mean to be mean to the guy because the guy's a good actor. I'm like, she's not gonna fall in love with you. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. But like the ending message of this movie is like, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that love conquers all? We're not supposed to be responsible and smart? And like that's a really deceptive, I'm going to almost say it, evil message to put out there.
Funny, it was because watching this in the beginning, I was like, great, this is a doomsday prepper's wet dream. Yeah, to go like, see, this is what happens. This is what they want to do. They want to put us in camps. You can't trust the government. They're evil. They'll do all these things, and they're trying to control us. And then I was like, well, but they are saying that being careful is good. It's 45 minutes of like in a 84-minute movie, which last 2 minutes is credits at least. So 82-minute movie, 45 minutes of it is set up, just setting up characters. And there's and so much of it is whenever they talk, they're playing melodramatic music. Yeah. And after a while, there's like, okay, nobody's saying anything important. And there's just that point where I was like, all right, whatever message this was trying to deliver, it has abandoned that for this really super thin action plot.
Forgot how much at the beginning of the movie they were saying, don't listen to what they're doing. They're impressing you. Go out and live your life and whatnot. And that's the wrong message to put out there right now. The whole thing with them escaping is them to escape authority. Exactly. And escaping authority, no matter how dangerous it is for other people or how much you're endangering the people that you're trying to help. It's just, look, like I said, I don't mean to socialize this, but fuck, I'm not the one that put out a pandemic movie in the middle of a pandemic and didn't know what the fuck I was trying to do. So yeah, man, fuck this movie. That's what I'm rating this. So fuck you, man. It's one thing to not really be a good movie, but another to just come out there and be kind of irresponsible too. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Normally I'd say like, well, if I got some entertainment value out of it, how could I really give it a fuck you? If there's one good thing about this movie, I would say that it makes you look at where we are right now and go like, okay, it ain't that bad. we ain't in the camps. It's not all this.
But wait, Martin, wait.
Yeah, but then by the time you're at the end of the movie, you're like, yeah, but it's never going to be like that. And it's irresponsible and just kind of gross that it would exploit this for entertainment that it can't deliver on and have nothing honestly to say about it. Man, you did all this just to give me one of the worst little action movies I've seen. Yeah, it's a fuck you.
Peter Stormare is thoroughly ridiculous, and I love him for it. Every time he was on screen, I was at least being mildly entertained. Everything from his backstory, just how he interacted with all these people. I mean, he is a cartoon character, and already in a movie that's basically a cartoon. But I think he's the only one that realizes that. So I'll give it that. But when it comes to the characters, the setting, the world, everyone interacts with each other, just completely ridiculous. But yeah, it really comes down to with this message or this mixed message it's trying to deliver. It's, to me, kind of offensive and morally wrong. This is it's honestly one of the most disgusting movies I've seen this year. So I give it it's very much a fuck you.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a record here.
Wow. Usually there's some dissenting opinion.
I know. Unanimous fuck yous right here. Yeah. Man, they don't give a fuck. Shit, I'll give you one. And Peter Stormare, boy, he in this movie, I tell you, because people say spoil it.
Do it. Yeah, at this point, it doesn't matter.
Listen, it is very simple. He explains very briefly. You want to know how I became head of the Department of Trash?
Not really.
Nobody even asked him, but he's like, I was a lowly trash man. I just took the trash out. Everyone died. And I moved up. I was like, that's it? That's
it. He's the last one alive.
And like, you didn't take no tests. You didn't have to do interviews or anything.
Last man standing.
I was carrying out the trash one day. Look at me now. I'm stabbing people. Singing opera in a bathroom.
That's it. That's what I became a supervillain.
He really is.
No. I was always this way. This is why I was so at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, he's also immune.
20 years, never get a promotion.
Yeah, and Chris said, because he's immune also. And Chris said he just took out so much trash.
He did. Yeah, he's immune. He became immune to all the diseases of things. He gives like several monologues in the movie. He literally says, "I'm a god. We're gods. We can have anything we want." And then promptly gets
meanwhile, the whole time he pulling out that knife. The whole time he's talking all the time. We can do anything we want, including this.
Yeah, you'd be like, "Hey, man, you just stabbed me, did I?"
Trash gods.
It's what I do. Trash gods, exactly.